Hi, welcome to India Next.
Thank you very much
Here
for
we have
having me.
Kanika.
I'm just me.
Okay. Hi, welcome to India Next.
Thank you very much
Here
for
we have
having me.
Kanika. How are you doing?
Very good. And you?
Thank you. I'm very good. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Sure, thank you so much. And I always see you are so energetic, charming, and confident. What's the secret behind that?
I'm just me.
Okay. Going by your evaluation, it seems you are a multitasker. How do you find life in your perspective?
I think life is really a journey, it's not a destination. And while you are in that journey, you should make the most of it, whatever the circumstances, good, bad, ugly, whatever. And I find joy in everything I do simply from the fact that I realize that this moment is never going to come, including this moment we are sitting together.
Okay.
It's a memory in my mind. So my mind stores memories, and that to me is life. The destination is eventually whatever it is.
Okay.
So that's how I keep myself perked up.
Okay. Though you are into many fields, so you must be having a particular passion, right?
Well, my first love is diving
Okay.
and scuba diving, always. I prefer the ocean more than humans.
Okay.
My second love is, of course, the art of entertainment, and I think I get ticked. What ticks me is to understand what people want,
Okay.
what do they need, and I think that eternally curious trait I have allows me to work in the entertainment field. I mean, that's the field I am in,
Okay.
and I think that's where I find excitement in life.
Excitement.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you able to balance between your passion and the professional jobs?
Well, I think it's a hard choice. Nothing comes easy in life, and I believe that you have to make those choices. So I've worked a long time in films and TV and digital, etc. And about 14 years back, I made this choice in my life that I'm not going to be just a corporate slave,
Okay.
and I cannot be just my job because I'm many things besides my job. My diving, obviously, behind all, as they say, behind all fears lie the most awesomest things. So my diving has actually taught me that. This is something I enjoy. This is my safe spot. This is my happy space. And every organization or whatever I've done in terms of my professional work, I've always ensured that I've told people I work with that this is one part of my life which is very important. So on a Monday to Friday, I do whatever I got to do, and I do that well. And on a weekend, it's mine, and I like to teach people diving. I travel every quarter across the globe. That's me.
Okay.
And
Would you like to teach me?
any day, and the pool is just next door.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's very important to make choices. And like all young people, I also once upon a time I thought that it's all about getting to the top, all about money. But as time grows, and I think after COVID, a lot of us have realized that life is much more. So I'm very, very I safeguard my personal things I enjoy doing for balance,
Okay.
because yin and yang, so that I'm at balance, I'm centered, I have time for myself, and I think that's where I'm able to think what next. So that there's never space for boredom in my life.
Okay.
I think somebody rightly said that in order to be wise, you have to be eternally curious.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. How is the present situation in digital marketing? So, and OTT.
I work in the digital world, and it's fast-moving world, consumerism and fast fashion, fast e-commerce. Everybody wants to be wanting things just for the moment. Specifically speaking, for entertainment, the consumer today is spoiled for choices. They want more. I have seen people watching television or digital or OTTs from the perspective of they would only first watch with the big star.
Okay.
Today, if the content is good, it doesn't matter what language people watch in. I mean, if you ask which is the most famous show in the world, people will turn back. What is your famous show? What do you think of? Take any. It could be a Telugu show as well.
Okay. Like I prefer the Suma show, Cash.
There you go. Then there
It's
are
an entertainment.
there's so many shows. There's Spanish, Italian, Korean dramas.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, who would think that language? I mean, you would want to watch a Korean show, but look at what K-pop culture has done to India.
Yeah.
Look at what Spanish culture has done to India. So I think it's moving. I've always believed that entertainment or the video medium is a harbinger of change. It allows countries, people to change their narrative. It also allows you to build a narrative. And in my 22 years of being in media, I've seen the change go from literally here to a global perspective. So I think it's very heartening.
Okay. We know that you have accomplishment in a lot in your career, right? So what is the major one among them?
I think when I became India's second master scuba diver trainer.
Okay.
So all things aside, and I'm very grateful for all the opportunities I've had in life, wherever I've worked. But this is one thing which is mine. This is one thing
Yes.
I'm very proud of, because when I went to become a dive instructor, it was unheard of in India, and a woman, it was unthinkable.
Yeah.
And then everybody turned back and said, who does this with their career? They leave everything and go learning diving. And here I am today being interviewed by you. So I say this all the time, that it's heartening to
Yes.
believe what you believe, even though others don't.
So it's a happiness you got in your
Yes,
life.
yes. And
Most
I
happiest.
would never change a day
Okay.
for this. If somebody asked me today, if I would do what I did 14 years back, 13 years back, since I've been teaching diving and diving,
Okay.
I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Good. Nice to hear that.
Thank you.
What are the challenges in general dealing with the OTT? You faced it.
It's a difficult question to answer, but I'll simplify it for the audience and you. I think India as a market is a market. It's a country which is for deal seekers. It's a country where people do not like to pay for entertainment, specifically video, OTTs. A lot of distribution partners have spoiled the audience for choice, but it is changing. People are willing to pay. People are gearing up to pay. I still think we are a long way from home. And I truly believe, and I've said that most often than not, that all the entertainment mediums, whether it is television, whether it is films, films still get that ticket, or specifically the OTT universe should come together and ensure that you're actually building a subscription base, and if the audience wants to watch something, then they have to pay for it, like the West, like the European market, or the American market, or some parts of Southeast Asian market.
Okay.
It's very important because content is expensive. Reaching out to the consumer is even furthermore expensive. So there are no free lunches in this world, and anybody who's doing free lunches eventually will have to either consolidate or fold, and I think that's what's happening.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
How do you access the behavior of consumers? Is there any standard formula?
There are no standard formulas to know what ticks people besides just being with them. I always go back to the time when I was working on Indian Idol and Big Boss. I was part of the team which brought it to India. And I realized that the consumer connect or consumer voice is not sitting in the AC room in your cabin. It is going to the market. So I love traveling. I've traveled across 65, 70 countries. Last I counted. Outside and in India. If I'm doing something and if I'm struggling and I want to do something, I always pack my bags, and off I go by myself, and I'm just with people. And my favorite pastime is to observe people. When you observe people without judgments and bias, you will be surprised what you get to know.
Okay.
And people are so different. Everybody wants the same things.
Okay.
And I know you might not agree with me, but at grassroots level, when you go very, very internally, what ticks you,
Okay.
it is one emotion, and that emotion is connection.
Connection.
That emotion is whatever it may be, that of fear, of love, of joy.
Yeah.
Oh, she's fearful. I have the same fear.
Yeah.
Oh, she is joyful. Oh my God, I'm happy for her. And that's where I find my, what do I say?
The energy.
Yeah, I find my energy, and that's where I find to do new things. And like I said,
Yes.
curiosity of people, life, circumstances. I think it's never boring.
Yeah. Even though when we meet someone, a strange person, if we connect, then yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the word where they say, "Oh, I've seen you somewhere"?
Yes.
Deja vu. Because you are seeing your own reflection in time, space in that person.
Yes, yes.
And therefore you feel that you're connected to
Somewhere
that person.
we have connected.
So I think human emotions
Yes.
is most critical, and it's very important for somebody to understand that, to do whatever they're doing in life, whether it's entertainment or whether it's even simply doing building a product, whatever it may be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Tell me your memorable and nightmarish, if any, in your profession as an executive.
Nightmarish. Okay. I think corporate lives are challenging, and I'm not going to call it nightmarish, but I do remember once upon a time I worked in a studio,
Okay.
and it was very stressful. I mean, it was it was an environment which was like, you were not happy, though I earned a lot of money. I would crawl into my bed at 6 in the morning every morning, and I was in the office at 8, and the environment was very toxic.
Okay.
I did that for a year because I was working in films, and then I was like, no,
Okay.
I refuse to do this. I did not get educated to get yelled at,
Okay.
or I did not get educated to work in an environment where I don't have respect. I think that was the only time in my life I dealt with it, because we all go through things in life, and at that time I was like, okay, I can do it because I wanted the money. Eventually it dawned on me that it cannot be about the money, it's more about myself. So nightmarish. But I promised myself that day that no matter what, I will always stand up for myself. Because if you do not stand up for yourself, nobody else will.
Yes.
It's your life, yeah. Most memorable, I remember in 2013, I was in an island known as Koh Tao. I finished my certification of Master Scuba Diver Trainer. And I was helping senior instructors train people. And my first salary check which I got was $50.
Wow.
So from a salary of 4 lakh rupees a month 14 years back to a check of $50, but I was far more happier to receive that check than what I did before. Not that I'm not appreciative
Because
of
of
what
the
I did,
passion you have.
but it was my passion. And secondly, I made it in spite of others telling me that who does this?
Okay.
Who does diving? Is that a career? It was the start of a second career.
Yes.
So I'm a strong believer that our lives are not linear, right? I mean, you're a professional, you're a personal,
Yeah.
you have a personal life as well.
Yes.
You do navigate both, and beautifully, all of us do.
Yes.
So why should you have just one career? And I'm happy to know that I wasn't wrong. So many people today are doing so many different things.
Okay.
So I'm very happy, and it gives me immense joy when people come to me and say, you know what, you inspired me, or you know what, you did this, I've started doing this.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you were successful or not. What is important is that you tried.
Happiness.
Yeah,
Yes.
and happiness.
Happiness.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you have done with your first salary?
My first salary was $50, and like I said, that was a
it's
long
a
time
memorable
back.
moment, right?
I did not spend that, by the way. I took that. It was given to me as a check.
Okay.
I didn't spend it. I kept it. I think I have it somewhere
Still now?
today. Yes.
Oh, wow.
It was. I made money from an art which I did not know about. From the challenges I had to leave everything in my life, go and start afresh. Indians are not hardcore swimmers or divers. We are not born next to the ocean. We don't jump into the pool since we were 2. So I did everything which I had not done. So it was extremely uncomfortable.
Okay.
And to be able to do that and then stand, and get that check, I think that's important to me.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Most
it's good.
memorable till date.
Yeah. So it's good to hear that you're still saving that.
Absolutely, yes. That joy will never change.
Yeah. Good. As an executive in the entertainment field, how do you find the HEMA Commission report? on sexual harassment of women who are in general said to be vulnerable to predators in all fields. Did you ever face any such kind of situation?
Yes, I like all. I mean, I'll be lying if I said no. All women all across the world, and not just only in India, do face sexual harassment or some kind of sexual passes,
Okay.
whether it's their colleagues or whether it's in personal life. Something as simple as getting into the train, right? Now I know that all women are not different. My favorite joke when people ask this to me is I say, it's really hard to bully me.
Okay.
But while I'm on to behave like a jihadi Joe, but I'm as vulnerable as you are. But I do believe that if something like that ever happens to anybody, you should raise hell and cry.
Yes.
Most often than not, what happens is the woman is the victim, and the woman is also the one where it is said that she led on. But I always tell people that stand up for yourself. Ensure that whoever has done injustice to you, you bring them to light. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th time people will think. So the change begins with you. There are times, and in modern times, I've always said, back in the day, they said a woman should be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
But in today's time, it's very important that a woman is heard and seen too. So while I've read the report, I have a lot of women in my teams who work.
Okay.
And I'm not going to call myself a feminist, but I'm very, very clear that I will always want equal seat on the table, and everybody who's around me should also want that and demand that. It is not something which you can turn back and say, I need this right. It's basic life, right?
Yes.
And I'm happy that more and more women are talking about it. I wish more and more women talk. There could be more rules by the government in the right steps. But I think some more is required for organizations. And I think a lot of organizations have posh committees. A lot of organizations frown upon it, specifically in the entertainment business.
Yes.
There was never no checks and balances. It's changing.
Okay.
Back in the day, it was very difficult, but I can tell you that it is changing. Would it be where it is? But it is an unfair world. And that's why I say that your safety, your happiness, your success is your business.
Yes.
So what women normally do to protect their home
Yes.
is what they need to do for themselves. And I think there'll be less.
Yes. They have to come forward.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's not shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not saying this because I'm sitting on a high horse or I'm sitting in a privileged position. I'm as vulnerable as all of us, right? You and me, we're same. But I think how you carry yourself, I'm not going to say the signals you send because it's a wrong comment to make, but we all wear masks when we come out of our homes. So it is always important for us to watch ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you do that, once you ensure that you are confident, you are secure within yourself, most often than not, you will not find yourself in a situation which you might not be able to manage.
Yes.
Yeah. But like I said, there is so much going on. Honestly, my blood boils every time I hear
Yes.
that. I live in something known as a Bombay, which is the most safe city
Yeah,
in
yeah.
India. There are times when I literally sit in my bed and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on in the world? Next most important thing, like I said, only you can safeguard yourself. There is no harm in learning a skill to, for safety. I'm currently learning Taekwondo.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Just to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the world is such, right? You can't change the world.
Yes.
You cannot change the narrative of the world. You cannot change what's going on. You can't think that somebody will come and save me. You have to do what you got to do. So I think a skill or two. And whether it's professional or personal, I'll always say that if somebody's trying to exploit you, use your hands.
A woman has to take care of herself.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Without doubt and without fail.
Yes. Okay. So, your major achievement in shaping the stories of 700 millions internet users and 1,125 billion subscribers is remarkable. So, on record, how was it possible in the present, competitive world?
See, digital is booming, right? I mean, I'm coming from the point when That also means I'm really am old. But I'm coming from the point when, if I don't know if you remember 10 years back, you would not be sitting staring into your phone.
Yes.
People would talk to each other.
Yeah.
And why is digital moving? It's booming on the back of your mobile phone.
Yes.
It is moving on the
Whatever
back
we need
of
immediately.
your network. They are the most important catalyst to connect people, right? And I think that's been where, even specifically for media and entertainment, it's taken a rise. Everybody's on their phone, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, whether it's watching some OTT, or whether it's even building. Your cameras
Yes.
have been a catalyst to tell stories.
Yes.
Could you imagine days where you could actually look at making your own film and loading it on a social media platform? I don't remember that happening 15 years back. It's fabulous that I've had the chance to be a part of it since past 7 years. I mean, we always work on things which are consumer first.
Oh.
What does the consumer want? What do they need? Going back to what I said in the beginning of the interview,
Yes.
consumer want, need, what ticks them.
Yeah.
And human behavior. Everybody wants recognition.
Yes.
Everybody wants love.
Love.
Everybody wants to be famous. And everybody wants connection.
Yes.
And the magic mantra is, if you're able to do these 4 things in whatever you do, specifically in storytelling,
Yes.
you will always find success. So even now when I work in product and I work in building content apps,
Okay.
we always look at consumer want, consumer focus. And India is such a beautiful country, right? I mean, I've traveled across the globe. As I age, I realize that we have so much of culture, so many languages.
Yeah.
There is so much going on in this country.
Okay.
And all that on one platform for people to see within one part. You know, I've lived in India in 4 states. And what ticks people in, Andhra, and
Okay.
people in Karnataka, and people in West Bengal, and people in North, those stories which
Okay.
come together for people to watch. I mean, it's been a privilege to work in it. And each day, when I look at numbers, when I see what is happening, there are 2 trends which are emerging. Languages are no barrier for content.
Yes.
Second is that people are moving from this celebrity, that celebrity, and they want real stories.
Yes.
The voice of entertainment and the choice of entertainment is changing. And I'm so pleased to see that new filmmakers, people who didn't have a chance in the industry because the industry is so tight, are getting a chance to tell their story. So best time to be in this business. With the government as well, wanting to have the digital narrative of India out in the global space. There's so much of good work happening. I mean, I've traveled far and wide, including the West. I was jolly surprised to see that the digital influx in India is so high than anywhere in the West.
Okay.
I mean, if you went to your bhaji wala samne and said, bhaiya phone pe loge kya? And he'll be like, yeah, madam.
Yeah.
Or your auto guy. I promise you it's not possible in the West.
Okay.
So my favorite dialogue in today's time is to say this is the best time to be in India. And the next 10 years in entertainment, in digital is for India.
Oh, okay.
And I'm privileged to be a part of it. I mean, no day is a dull day in my life.
Yes, yes. What is your present mission?
Okay, present mission. This is a little, I'm going to go a little,
You need
I don't want to lecture, but yeah, I think we all go through phases in life. And post-COVID, I just finished my cancer treatment 6 months back. I was diagnosed with cancer. I spent 2 years fighting.
Okay.
My life has changed in terms of its purpose. I believe that the true joy is in being happy.
Okay.
I believe that minimalism is the way forward. We're so focused in running in life for the biggest car, the biggest home, the fanciest clothes, and all that is possible thanks to digital. So it's a boon and a bane. And everything is possible, right? And even in today's time, like fast fashion, you could buy something for 300 rupees. Do you really need it? Do you need 300 clothes?
300.
You could perhaps do with 200 or 100. Because what's happening? When you consume so much, you're also consuming the resources.
Yes.
And nobody else is going to come and save the planet. We're building rockets to go to the moon and Mars and other planets, but you're not able to protect your own.
Yes.
And my mission is, and I work specifically with bodies to ensure that we look at our environment, our oceans, because 72% of the earth is still water.
Yeah.
The ocean really teaches you if you don't learn, and we all have seen through multiple tsunamis across the globe. Where you live, I think it's important for brands, for people to adopt more green, litter less, consume less. It's not about just money or show off. I think it's very important for everybody to be responsible for them, the place they live in, the society they live in, and this earth. It's only one earth.
Yeah.
And we say Mother Earth.
Mother Earth.
So you don't abuse your mother, right?
Yes, yes.
Normally speaking. So I think it's very, very important that we look more inward besides just looking outward. And that is what my mission is, that even when I live my life now, I try to most often than not live it with minimalism. Not that I don't enjoy the luxuries of life or I don't like nice things, but I will cross. And how do I look at it? I look at it that I do a 3-point check.
Okay.
Do I really need it?
No.
12 hours later, do I really need it? 24 hours later, do I really need it? Most of the time, the answer is no.
Yes.
So it's my impulse, and because I can buy it. So to me, I think there are enough signs which are happening across the globe of global warming, etc. I think it's very important to be mindful. I think it's very important to move as a society. Unfortunately, India is very me, myself, and my family. But we have to move from I, me, family, you know, your next door neighborhood, your society. And that is only when we all will be able to live. I mean, when I am talking to young people, I always turn back and say, listen, I'm going to be dead in 20 or so. But you have 100 years to live. So you don't want to wear an oxygen mask and live. I don't think so. That's a way to live life, right?
Yes.
So to me, my mission is that
Save that.
I will do everything possible to change myself and to at least educate people. And I have that liberty and that luxury to do so because I get to dive in the ocean. So one of the ways I do it is every time people are going diving with me, I do tell them that, look how beautiful it is. Why do you want to litter that?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's my own small way of doing it. And I think if everybody began small,
Yeah.
it will be big. And then
Yes,
it'll be a
when
movement.
Joining hands makes
Absolutely,
a big
yes.
change.
Yeah.
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 Even small children have their education, like not to spit or throw the
Yeah,
plastic.
small things like I said. I mean, if you're brushing your teeth, do you really need to turn the water on? In Africa, there are women who travel 100 kilometers to just, get water. While you're brushing your teeth and, staring at yourself when water is being wasted.
Yeah.
Or you wear a piece of cloth or you wear a nice dress.
Yes.
Oh, somebody said it's torn here, throw it.
Yeah.
No, you can recycle it. You can use it again.
Yeah, it's
I mean, these are small things, right?
Yeah, it's most focused nowadays.
Absolutely.
Even my daughter, when someone throws the, plastic, she says, why they are throwing the
Yeah.
out? It should be in the bin.
Yeah. I carry, so when I'm diving, I have 2 bags which I carry on my side as a side mount. And when I go into the water, into the deep, wherever there is plastic or whatever, I keep putting.
Oh,
So I started this, all of us divers actually who do that. And then people start following.
yes, yes.
And they're like, oh, plastic. And it really gives me joy. It really, really makes me believe that somewhere or the other there are a few of us which will turn to many. So it starts with very small.
Yes.
I mean, the world will not change by itself. Nobody's going to come and change the world, right?
We need to.
You need to. So it begins always with you. So I'm trying to do my part. And I hope that those who follow me, those who look at me are able to follow as well.
Yes, yes, yeah, sure. It happens. Okay. What is your life ambition?
Oh, wow. My life ambition. Well, when I die, whenever I do, we all have to go, right? I should be able to say on my deathbed, beep, beep, what a ride.
Oh, okay.
I want to, I tell people I'm close to because I've traveled so much all across the globe. So everywhere I go, I pick up things.
Okay.
And my home is literally a sum total of all my experiences. So when I laugh and I tell my friends and I'm like, if I'm on my deathbed, we must take a circle around my house to see and relive my, past and where I was.
Okay.
And as I said, life is not the end point, but it's the journey. So, yeah.
So you have a lot of friends around.
I have a lot of friends, yes and no.
Yes and no?
Yes and no. I know a lot of people.
Okay.
A lot of people know me. Friends, no.
Okay.
As we grow in life, I have learned to use the word friend with a lot of caution and care.
Okay.
So I'm friends with people. I fraternize with a lot of people. I engage with a lot of people because of the nature of my business. But I'm a very private person, and I do not allow people to come very close to me unless until it's my own circle.
Oh, okay.
And as they say that if you are blessed with 3 or 4 people, your life is, you must have done something right.
Yes.
So I definitely can say that I'm not just blessed with 3.
Okay.
The fingers are only these many, but I do enjoy a smaller circle, and I think now it's more about being meaningful and having meaningful friendships
Yes.
than just having a count, and quality takes over quantity, does it not?
Yeah. Yes, yes. Do you have any plans to start any institution for the youngsters in your profession?
So I do teach a lot already. With my diving, I teach a lot of college students. I teach a lot of youngsters. For example, my known nephew, charity should always begin from home. I don't have my own children, but I have my nephew, and he's like my son. I ensured from day one. He was small as he was, I think, 5.
Okay.
I've been teaching him diving, teaching him how to be mindful of earth, water. I teach a lot of people otherwise, like I said, over the weekend. So, not preachy, but I think the young generation follows when you do something and they follow. Always choices. So, that's something which I try to do. From the perspective of my professional career, I speak in a lot of forums. I always say 3 things to people that I think we cannot teach them anything in today's time. Because what we learned through the years and the generation today, what they need to learn are
They
2
just
different
watch and
things.
learn.
They are life skills.
Yes.
In today's time, you need to have life skills to, move forward. Back in the day, you needed to have educational skills to move forward.
Okay.
So these are 2 generations. But yes, you can learn from experience. What I try to do is, my way of teaching is very different. It's not
Okay.
preachy, but my way of teaching is primarily giving people options and saying, you could be this, you could be that, you could be this. But whatever you do, you ensure that you do that well and you're the best at it.
That's good.
And I think life takes its course.
Okay.
So, do I want to be a teacher? Never say never. But I think I prefer being a teacher just underwater.
Okay. You're a strict teacher or a friend?
Very when I'm in the water, I'm a very strict teacher because discipline accounts to everything in life.
Yes, yes.
If you do not have discipline,
Yeah.
there is nothing you will achieve. I like to believe I am a fun teacher too. So I think blowing hot, blowing cold always works, and it is a sum total of all things. You cannot be here and you cannot be there because the generation today, the rapper has to be there, and like I said, it's a fast forward generation. So even if somebody wants something, they'll literally fast forward you.
Yeah.
So you have to be there quick. You have to talk their language. You have to be relevant for them.
Yes, yes.
And I think that's when you've got it. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that in my own way, but I'm very happy with where I am right now. Like I said, never say never. So we'll see.
Good, good. Nice to hear you that. So it's nice meeting you, ma'am. And I'm very happy to know many things from you, Kanika. So
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure.
Thank you.
And I hope if our paths never cross, be as radiant as you are.
okay.
And thank you.
Thank you. And hope you enjoyed the scuba diving in your own way.
Always, always.
Yes.
It's literally one of the things I say, till death do us apart.
Yes, yes. Nice to hear that. Be happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.